form of the resultant vector. But, and again, you could hand that to somebody, it is information. It doesn't directly tell us the speed of the plane is the magnitude or the length of that vector. And then, we also don't directly have the angle that it's making with north. So I think the problem asks us for those. So the speed will be the length, and the length is, again, technically it's Pythagorean theorem, but you square the x component and you square the y component, and you add them and take the square root. The speed of the resultant, yes, that's what we're finding. Warren, did you get the number?
Oh, yeah. Very much. 267.34.
That makes sense to me, because the 250 and the 50, part of them are going in the same direction, so it makes sense that it's about that. Other people get the same thing? Okay, so this is the speed of the, the true course of the plane. It's getting pushed along somewhat by the wind. And then the angle, again, we're in quadrant 1, so it makes the problem easier. If you're in quadrant 1, then inverse tangent directly gives you your angle. You don't have to think about adding 180 or 90 or subtracting from 360 or whatever. But do pay attention to what quadrant you're in. And in our case, we can be a little lazy about it. So inverse tangent of opposite, the opposite is the y, and the adjacent is the x.
19.59.
Okay, so that angle is 19.59 degrees, all right? So that is this angle right here. Again, I'm trusting, again, it makes sense. I'm trusting what Robert said. Notice that they gave the direction of the wind and the plane relative to north, though. So to finish it off relative to north, you want to subtract that from 90. So it would be 70.41. 90 minus 20 is 70. Okay, so 70 point. So it's east of north. So just in terms of consistency, I would take the direct inverse tangent that we got, but then subtract from 90, because then that's giving us this angle here, and that's the standard way to report directions for pilots and so forth. Okay, so the angle that we just found is this angle. That's the 70.41 degrees east of north. So generally, you want to follow consistency in terms of how things are reported. So again, if you're given angles in degrees, you want to stay in degrees. If you're given angles in radians, you want to stay in radians. If you were given hours, minutes, seconds, you want to report time that way.
So let's say if the wind is blowing from